We are back this morning with a beloved member of our NBC family taking on a powerful new project. Sportscaster Maria Taylor has covered it all, from the Super Bowl to the NBA and, most recently, the Winter Olympics in Milan.
Well, now she is out with a new Peacock docuseries called Field Generals: History of the Black Quarterback.
So the series highlights trailblazing quarterbacks who helped transform the game of football, and I would argue transform sports in general. Maria, welcome back. Good morning.
Thank you so much for having me. Barely made it. Skin of my teeth. The blizzard let me here.
Yes, still made it.
Before we dig into this great docuseries, we got to ask you about Milan. You just got back.
Yes.
Saw you celebrating with the women's hockey team.
Oh,
there.
my gosh.
Was there a highlight? What was the highlight for you?
I was going to say that was actually my highlight, because when we were at the Winter House, literally I was there as they arrived to hang out with their entire family. I mean, but it was great. Got to hang out with Simone, all the interviews that we do. We did You, Me, and Tuscany. I was talking to Halle Bailey about their movie. But it stands out to me, just the women's hockey team, how excited they were and happy they were to make history
so
together.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I always remember the first time I was able to bring my kids with me to the Olympics. It made it that much more special. What was it like for you bringing your son to Milan?
Hey, this is Roman's second Olympics. I brought him to Paris when he was like 6 months.
Get spoiled.
I remember seeing him there.
Yes, you did. By the way, huge fan of Weather Hunters. I've already told you.
All right, on PBS Kids.
But I will take him anywhere. If I'm going to be somewhere longer than 7 days, I've kind of always promised myself and him that I would try to get him there as long as we're not in school. And we had a blast. Look, he's at the Duomo, like running on the steps. He is like my right hand.
Living his best life.
Yeah.
He is. He doesn't even
Love
know
that.
it.
And then you'll show him the pictures later on. It's like, remember when
I
you
was
were
like,
there?
show him pins like these.
Yes.
When Mommy did things for you?
Let's switch gears to this docuseries now, because this is kind of a part of sports history not everyone knows about or is aware about. Why did you want to shed a light on this?
I think that the guys that I talked to, we mentioned Doug Williams, Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, James Shaq Harris. These are the guys that were cornerstones in the modern quarterback position. And a lot of times they were told no, simply because of the color of their skin. And sitting down with them and hearing their stories, you hear echoes and shades of Lamar Jackson in 2018 being told to change his position. Warren Moon wasn't drafted because they didn't want him to play the position. He went to the CFL for 6 seasons.
That's right.
And then had to come back, and now he's the only black quarterback that's a Hall of Famer. So to me, to tell their stories was to make sure that they were seen in the way that they should be, create like an encyclopedia of their journey, and allow people to understand what perseverance truly looks like.
And to that point, Maria, you know, look, you don't have to necessarily be a football fan to appreciate this, because it resonates far beyond the field.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, this is a story about perseverance and sticking to one's goal. And even though there were opportunities that were taken away, every single one of these guys turned a corner, went right, went left, and found a way to make it to their goal. And every time I sat down with one, I was like in tears by the time their story was over, because of what they had endured. Some death threats on their life, some the opportunity taken away, and they couldn't really explain why. And there was this invisible battle they were all going through, and they haven't been able to share it very much. And so I just felt like very honored that they would open up their hearts and their stories in that way.
It's so well done. People should run out and watch it. And one of the things I really enjoyed about it is you've got a lot of these modern quarterbacks who recognize they probably wouldn't be in those positions had it not been for the Randall Cunninghams and Warren Moons and Doug Williams.
I sat down with Lamar Jackson.
I saw.
And I showed him like a clip of Eldridge Dickey, who didn't get an opportunity but played at Tennessee State. And he was like, oh my God, that looks like me. Yeah. And I was like, but they told him no. He's like, well, if they told me no, I would have done it. I said, Lamar, that wasn't an opportunity.
No, not back then. I want to play something. A friend of yours wanted to leave you a message. Take a look, take a listen.
Okay.
Maria, I'm glad to know you did something with all this free time, the baby, the NFL, the Olympics, the NBA. So glad in your free time you just whipped together a little quick documentary on one of the most important topics in the NFL. So proud of you. Congratulations. And I think everybody's going to enjoy watching, because I know you put so much heart and soul into this.
Oh,
bravo.
Hall of Famer Mike Tirico there.
Yes, love you, Mike. I appreciate it. Anytime I can get a thumbs up from Mike, I'm like, right there. You know?
Makes you feel good.
Well done. Is this the beginning of something, hopefully?
I hope to. I love being behind the camera now. You don't have to put lashes on, Dylan. We don't have to put makeup on.
True.
We just ask the questions. So I would love to continue.
Although you do look beautiful. Like
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for what you're doing as well.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.